Atrás, o CS era muito baseado nessas táticas, tá ligado? Que hoje em dia a gente chama como execuções. Então, pô, caramba, vamos entrar na B. Porra, eu vou fazer uma smoke ali, você vai fazer uma aqui, eu vou fazer a tal flash, você vai entrar mirando aqui e tal, e tudo era setado perfeitinho. Só que o próprio CS, no CS 1.6, com o tempo, ele foi virando um jogo que mais ou menos, né? Claro que hoje a gente tem uma velocidade diferente, mas o CS 1.6 também foi virando um jogo em que você fazia mais o início de round, cada um pro seu lado, para depois ganhar os espaços, para ir ver como finaliza. Entendeu? E o Source não, o Source sempre foi um jogo de, tipo, execução pra caramba, entendeu? Então, isso que é o contexto do que o Forrest tá falando. Que, mano, era muito louco. Os caras do Sócio, eles eram main execução total, enquanto mesmo vindo do CS 1.6, que tinha as execuções também, já era um jogo que era mais evoluído, vamos dizer assim, com a galera jogando mais separada no mapa, tá ligado?
The biggest brain in CS. I can agree with this guy, the mastermind. Everyone which like I play versus them lost. Everyone.
Fiffler and Freiberg coming from Counter-Strike Source, they were hyping these guys up like they were beasts. Beasts that could not be
Mandou
same beasts that would...
R$5,20.
Fala.
Desculpa pelo alastro, mas é porque amo a sua reação. Tigrão, você é lindo se fosse modelo. Seria da Bang Bros. Manda salve pra Fortaleza e pro chinês. Te amo, lindo. Todo
Um abraço
sucesso
pra
sempre.
Fortaleza aí, pro chinês.
Maravilhoso.
would eat us up alive. We had no idea what was coming.
Sabe Rafael, sabe Rodrigo SFC. Você que tá no
from London. Here we go, right in the rhythm with a lively flow. If you don't know, then get to know. Jump on a mic and show down the show. Whoa, I stay with it. Skippy on the beat, on point with the lyrics. No gimmicks, got this thing wicked. Big tune, just watch how I spin it. Growing up in the UK, man, I had lessons, teachers, parents, alongside my brethren. Now I'm in studio sessions, trying to take my dream to a brand new direction. Work from the morning to the night, trying to see my name up in the lights. Big billboards, gonna reach new heights. For the youths, man, we gotta show them what's right. Reach into the world right now. This sound, voice of the streets, man, I hold it down. This sound, reach into
I'm confident opulence isn't a long ride out. When I look back now, I'm astounded. A quiet boy from old age, but always felt the world was a stage, yeah. I celebrate one last late night. My old life ain't staying. I pack my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road. I'm headed to LA. I'm headed on my way. I'm headed on my way to LA. Headed on my way soon.
Couple thousand miles, throw it on the dash. Shit, the 10,000 hours, can't let them pass. Yeah, well, I was putting time in, you was pulled up wildin'. You always had shit to say, now when I see you, it's silence. Thought I have a Grammy by 25. Commas after commas next to dollar sign, yeah. To remind myself why I'm living this life. Look at all the late nights, it'll all come in due time, yeah.
Made for the fight, for the pain and the climb. Tied to the life I chose. Stay through the night, another day, not a dime. Race against time. I couldn't just lay by and wonder what I could have made mine. I'm closing on the moment, no one's gonna hold me down. I pack my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and
side. Doing this together and ain't nobody better. Yeah, I really wanna get this right. I'm taller, you make me love harder, you make it all easier. You know that I need you here. Always gonna be on top. Together we can make this pop. Keep it going, just don't stop. Keep it going, just don't stop. Tonight, gonna be on top. Together we can make this pop. Keep it going, just don't stop. Keep it going, just don't stop. Tonight. Always get the feeling that you feel the same way. No, you're never gonna leave my side. Doing this together and ain't nobody better. Yeah, I really wanna get this right. I'm taller, you make me love harder, you make it all easier. You know that I need you here. Always gonna be on top. Together we can make this pop. Keep it going, just don't stop. Keep it going, just don't stop. Tonight, gonna be on top. Together we can make this pop. Keep it going, just don't stop. Keep it going, just don't stop. Tonight.
ESL Challenger is brought to you in part by Intel, Acer Predator, DHL, Qiddiya, Monster Energy, 1xBet, and White Market.
That's right, you rowdy rebels. It is time for the beer one that everybody's been waiting for in the arena. It is Rebel Gaming going up against the local heroes in Team Rooster. That's right, our number one Australian team are looking to do some damage in ESL Challenger Melbourne, and it is a long-awaited day for everybody to get into this series. Before we start getting the nitty-gritty of Rooster versus Rebel, I'd like to introduce our new wonderful panelists. We've got Bibian here as well. Welcome, Bibian, to the desk. It's so exciting to have a pro player on the desk to be able to talk through all the ins and outs of Counter-Strike. But first off, before we start getting into this, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Like, I mean, I don't think I ever expected this to happen, especially, you know, having to rip the Band-Aid off here in Melbourne, in my hometown, and yeah, I know, it feels great.
Yeah, it's super awesome, and obviously, Lucy, as well, you've been able to follow the career of Bibian, be able to cast her over the last couple of years in the Impact League as well. What's it like for you to be on a desk?
Yeah, it's kind of like fangirling, right? Because like I've covered her career for the last like 2.5 years, and now I'm sharing a desk with her. She's like taking my job.
It's great. It's great to see here. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into this series. It is Rebel going up against Rooster, and Bibian, this is going to be a very, very big test for Rooster as well, because we're coming into this group thinking this is their best shot to be able to do it, to take down a team like Rebels.
Yeah, I mean, without the likes of like FlyQuest or like BNK here, I think, you know, they even know themselves, they're looking to take the spotlight here, and you know, if there's a lot of pressure on them, and especially recently they haven't been looking too hot, so I'm hoping and I think the main thing for them is coming in like mentally strong. You know, they've got the players to like shoot, but I'll touch on it later when we get to Rebels, but I think the main thing is just for Rooster to come in strong mentally.
Yeah, exactly, and especially to start out nice night. And speaking of starting out, this best of one is already kicking off with the veto. Ancient Overpass done. Mirage is out of the building as well. So, Lucy, maybe we might have something different to start today.
Yeah, it's kind of where I saw the bands going. I was thinking it might go somewhere, potentially like an Anubis. But if you're Rebels, I think it's almost smart to remove a map like that. We'll see where it goes. I mean, we don't actually know who's banning what on here, so it's hard to know the strategy. But if I'm Rebels, I probably want to actually maybe even go for something like a nuke. I know it's not been the best map for them lately, but But if you get a map like Nuke, I feel like your tactical depth is just going to outclass a team like Rooster.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see where this final pick is going to go through. So let's roll through these final couple of bands and see where this map is going to be. Nuke's gone, Inferno's done, and that means it's going to be Anubis here. So Bibian, starting on Anubis here.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen Rooster play on this map quite a few times during EPL, and you know, I'm not too sure about Rebels when it comes to like the matchup here, but like I think Rooster should be a bit more comfortable on this map.
They're really happy with this veto.
Yeah.
This is exactly where they wanted it to go, really. I mean, it is a map that Rebels are obviously pretty good on. It's best of one. It's going to be a map that they're both comfortable on. But I think if I was Rebels, I probably wouldn't have wanted it to go to a map like Anubis, where Rooster have actually shown that they can take down some of the best teams in the world on the right day. That was a risk.
Yeah, that is a risk indeed. Let's see if the risk is paid off, because we're actually able to talk to the Rebels ahead of this match.
And now Rebels, a bit of a wild card for everyone. You know, they've blown up, obviously, at that event at Cato, had a really, really nice run over. But I've grabbed Innocent, a player sort of new to the block in this team, right? But, you know, you've been there a little while now. How's the team been feeling? How have you been feeling in this roster?
I think it's pretty insane, honestly. Like, we have an experienced players and unexperienced players. So, you know, it's a bit of both. And in general, like, I like them, how they approach the game and how they are willing to develop and actually, like, listen to what I have to say and what I bring to the table instead of just, you know, arguing with me or something. So yeah, it's pretty good, and they are keen to learn all the time, and like I'm really satisfied with that. And but yeah, honestly, it was a blast for me looking at the like past teams I've had. Like this is a good team.
Fantastic, man. It's awesome to hear. And now you guys have obviously come a long way here. What's that lead in? Was there a boot camp before, or how's it sort of going into this one?
Yeah, we've spent like about a week in Madrid in the Rebels Gaming office. So we had a bit of preparation. Although we had some like official games that we would like to avoid, but it's not possible. You know, for us we have to play all the stuff that we have to do. But in general, yeah, we learned a bit on this boot camp. We worked a bit on our confidence, and in general, like the main mistake, because obviously you're not gonna fix anything within a week. So yeah, it was basically like just normal practice, but just in the one place. So like we keep the team spirit, and yeah, just get ready for being here.
Fantastic. Now, speaking of team spirit, you guys are going up against the homegrown favorite, right? The crowd's probably going to be cheering for them. So how have you guys been prepared? Are you guys going to take it out?
Yeah, we watched a bit of demos of the Rooster, obviously, and it's gonna be a fun game because of the crowd and local hero and stuff. It's always nice to play. It's gonna be not so good after the game when we send them to the lower bracket, obviously. But yeah, we will try our best, and yeah, we hope for the good game. And we are not here like saying that anyone is worse than the other team. I think it's a tournament, you have to respect everyone, and we gave them as much time to prepare for them as you would give to, I don't know, Aurora, for example. So it's like we respect them, but hopefully we're not going to respect them as much on the server.
Absolutely. Outside of the server, respect. Inside, no respect. That's what I like to hear. But man, look, honestly, good luck. It's exciting to see you play, and yeah, looking forward to seeing how you do.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers.
Seems like Rebels are up to the challenge here. They know it is going to be an uphill battle to try and fight against the crowd. But coming in is a little bit of a wild card themselves, Lucy, right? Like, we're not 100% sure what kind of Rebels we're going to get here. And this is going to be a good test for them, because if they take down Rooster and it's tight, then it's still going to be hard to get out of this group.
Yeah, Rebels is such an interesting story, right? Because they have that magical run at Katowice where they eliminate Cloud9, they beat them in a best of one. They eliminate MA, you get to the groups, get this massive boost to their world ranking, which gets them a nice little invite to this event. And that's a big thing for them, because they actually don't have too much coming up on the calendar. So there is a lot of pressure on them to perform here and to actually go deep. But also, they've changed their IGL, right? You've gotten rid of SNX, who led you on this fairy tale run in your home country. Now you've got Innocent, who comes with decades of experience. We're talking going back to 1.6 days. He comes through, taking over that role and bringing that level of experience to the squad. It's a big change within the team.
Well, I will say, what we can expect from Rebels here, they're a full Polish roster. What we can expect from these guys, they're going to be super aggressive. Typically, Polish CS, you're going to see a bit more of an aggressive CT side and a more passive T side. But Rebels, these guys, they're aggressive on both sides. And where the aggressiveness comes from is from the individuals. Any one of them on their team are allowed to make those plays that they need. And I think this is going to come a bit of trouble to Rooster. They what I meant about them having a good mental is that Chelios is a guy who is he's experienced IGL, but his leadership is not quite there yet. So when Rebels do pick off these kind of players, I'm hoping Chelios is able to rein them in.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting tale for the Rooster boys to try and overcome a lot of this aggression coming in from the Polish counter-strike that we're going to get. We're actually able to catch up with some of the Rooster boys before this match as well.
Catching up with Rooster, coming into a massive game now as the homegrown favourites. I actually wanted to have a chat to the man Danger. Now, you came back into the roster after a little bit of time away, right? ADK came in, he's now retired, actually coaching you guys this event. So you guys you already know a little bit of the ins and outs of the team. How are you feeling coming back in?
Yeah, it's been going good. There's been a decent amount of work that has to be done when you kind of come back into a team. You know, they've evolved, they've gone to multiple lands and stuff like that. So there's a bunch of learnings that I had to do inside and outside the server. But it's been going really well. Everyone's been supportive, community, teammates, everybody. So it's been going quite well.
Because it's pretty much been a one-for-one role swap again, right? That was the role you were playing before, now you're back into the same role, so everything's going well. But I suppose for that now, coming into this event, how are you feeling, man? Like first land in front of a crowd, how's that going to be?
Yeah, it's been going quite well. Very confident, actually. We've been doing a lot of good practice over the last couple of weeks, preparing for this event. You know, we're the hometown favourites, so we kind of got that confidence and pressure, good pressure. We'll be playing to win.
Fantastic, mate. Got that dog in you. Absolutely love to see it. But now Rebels, tell me a little bit about them, right? Because they blew up out of nowhere in the way. They had those couple of wins at Cato. That boosted their rankings up. How have you guys prepped for them specifically?
We haven't really target prep for them, I would say. We've just kind of been doing our own theory, own practice, making sure that we know what we're going to do. And, you know, you do a little bit of a skim when you go over teams. Like, you see where players are playing, all that kind of stuff. But other than that, we kind of just made sure that we play our own game. You know, don't get too lost in the moment, but, you know, play to win.
Absolutely. Well, fantastic, man. Good luck and enjoy yourself, all right?
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Legend.
Seems like Danger is ready to jump into the deep end up against Rebels here as they are just focusing on themselves going in towards this series and making sure that they can get all their own systems done as well. And Bibian, you touched on him just before, but our Kadir player to watch is going to be Chelios this time around. Touched on the fact that his leadership skills aren't as traditional as everybody else, but he can definitely be a guy who can bring up this team.
Yeah, I'm just going to reiterate what I said. You know, when we talk about AWP IGLs, we think of the James, the Cadians, but someone we don't talk about often is Chelios. And the reason why is because his leadership does lack. He's not the same as James at all. Like, James calms down his team a bit. You know, Chelios is quite the opposite. So that's what I mean. But when they come into this land, you know, they're gonna. It's good. It's a good idea to be only focusing on yourself, making sure your plays are good, and you don't have to worry about what they're doing. And yeah.
My only worry with the focusing on yourself and not kind of trying to counter-strat or anything is that you're playing up in a group with Rebels and with MIBR, and you need to beat one or both of these teams to get through, right? And if you're not specifically prepping for them, I just feel like when we talk about the fundamentals of each team, there's just going to be a massive disparity between the two. And that's why I feel like you're the underdog. You kind of do have to maybe counter-strat a little bit more, or at least have something a bit outside of the box.
Yeah, I mean, Bibian, in your experience, right, like, do you have to go, like, super heavy and all that counter-stratting, especially when it comes to those best of ones? Like, how do you feel like this should play out for us?
No, I think in my opinion, you don't have to anti-strat too much. I think... I know, I'm sorry, I disappointed you guys, but, you know...
Oh, I didn't even get to talk about it, but, I mean, yeah, Rebels, Bibian...
We're right into it.
I don't want to say it's up on the screen, but, you know... So how do you feel, like, coming into this series, obviously being a best one, you already talked about the fact that, you know, focusing inside here for Roosters, we touched on the fact that Chalice is going to be a guy to look at. Does this have to start out hot for Roosters here to try and get the done?
Oh yeah, for sure, in this type of format, and like Emma told you, need every round you want to start off strong to beat a team like Rebels. You know, you can't leave them any breathing room to like come back and like all build the rounds on you, get the economy going. So no, Rooster really need to start off strong here.
All right, Lucy, before we head over to the boys, I'm going to get you to do a round prediction here. How many rounds do you think this is going to go?
This is going to be a 13-5, and it's going to be Rooster taking it.
Ooh, all right, Lucy's getting the crowd on her side this time around. I know two boys that definitely have the crowd on their side. It is the two beautiful men with big old arms. It's Mac and Jim.
Yeah, I've got pretty big arms, don't I? Thanks, Luke. Yeah,
They're just to hold you, Luke. They're just to hold you.
Yeah, I'll hold you back. You know, I've seen what he can do on a quiet night out. But look, I'm keen to see what Rooster can do with a home crowd. I think it's their first real big live crowd as well. And Danger back in the mix. They've been looking cracker lately. Let's see if they can crack through Rebels, who are hailing from Europe, who are doing so much work recently But can they make it happen?
I think they're looking to strike a little bit of fear into Rebels. What do you say, Crowd?
They didn't hear you, Jim.
They didn't.
They were supposed to say fear the cock, but they didn't. You'll get it next time, guys. Don't worry. Rooster starting on the D.
You set them up. You knock them down. And that's exactly what Rebels are doing to this Ace sides. Oh, ASAP needs a bit of support now.
He's done his job, and then some. 3 big kills taken, setting Rooster up for success on the retake. 2 on the flank. Danger on the front side, and has that flash to try to set up the A-main members for this retake, but the flash won't be too effective with where the Rebels are playing from. It is planted open, it's planted away from heaven, and if the CTs can get towards that bomb and hold it down, this is looking a little bit awkward now, but they are going to try to brawl it out, and the brawl ain't working their favour. Dink onto Danger, sends him down to 2. And they're going to keep on fighting. There is going to be some time to play with here. Netic with the health and Danger has to hold it. Full phase in the New Zealander, but it's just not going to work. It's not planted for him. He gets off, and the time has gone fleeting. Rebels will take the first round.
Yeah, that was a lot of pressure there onto Rooster. Netic needed to hit that. Just a little bit too slippery there in the end. And so they get themselves around. Look, definitely should have gone the way of Rooster. They set themselves up nicely. ASAP paved the way, but Rebels, when they rolled through with these Glocks, it was a train of pain, that's for sure.
NT's in the chat, but Rebels off to the races. The sweet sounds of Australia. Rooster forcing into the second. Netic even gifted this M4 Chell for the first time ever. Not the one to hold the golden egg. Casey going to be taking the M4 out of the equation straight away and get himself a free upgrade.
Yeah, just far more aggressive than Netic was anticipating. And now they're going to be locked out of this site with the utility. And whether Rooster will be able to reclaim that M4, I don't believe it's possible.
No, they're already going for the save. Safest call, given the scenario. Full buy, and still so much util to at least pelt at him in the next. But with that M4 getting ripped out of Netic's hands, it is quite unfortunate for the Australians, but the Poles, very happy with this one. Olymp on the hunt. If he falls, that is 5 decent weapons to carry across in the next for Rooster. So we'll see if this one works out. Zap, dropping the smoke just as a safeguard. And Olymp showing respect. He is going to stay on the safe side of the smoke there. 9 alive at the end of this one. Lackluster round that boiled down to a couple of seconds in con.
Yeah. Just one flash point in that round, and it was enough for Rooster to just try and consolidate as much as they could. Take everything into this round and see if they can do some more damage. But of course, that loss of the M4 is going to be costly.
Where are all these guns going? Slight upgrade from Netic. Just going for that P2 to have a bit of extra stopping power against Rebels' bite. But again, they're just going to be targeting the B site. Not too worried. Getting that canals control. Molly will only burn for so long. CT is still very invested on that dangerous side of sight. Mollied out. Danger. Gets all removed from the round, as does Netic. Again, it's looking unlikely for Rooster to win this one. Big damage onto... Gets all removed from the round, as does Netic. And again, it's looking... Zap feeling the pressure here. And he's really hunting for it. One more man coming down the water side. And Zap getting crunched on here. Won't be able to find his. And Rebels, a flawless round back to back. Their money's starting to go out the wazoo just like that. 3 in a row.
Yeah, the hunter becomes the hunted. So Rooster are in recovery mode. Rebels already looking far more solid on these last few rounds. Obviously the pistol could have gone either way, but Now we're having Rooster with the big guns. No surprise to see Chelios on that wall. He needs to get involved early on. He can be a very resource-heavy player for them. So, you've got a player that's resource-heavy like Chelios. You need to have results from him.
Doors Molly gets respected by Chell. But again, Rebels. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. CT Smoke getting weighted out here. Just outside of E-Box. Banger in. No one to find. But the stack is here on the B side this time. Rooster is danger. Not ready to deal with this one. DJ. Util at the ready. Pop flash across the top. Smoke will at least stop the split for just a moment. But Danger's looked down. What's going on here? Kisser gonna get straight through him and Flay. Getting the openings. Netic can save the day, but the wrap of the backside of sight means Danger's looked down. What's going on here? Kisser gonna get straight through him and Flay. Getting the openings. Netic can save the day, but the wrap of the backside of sight means things get even more difficult. And just like that, it's a save again.
Yeah, the timing is just really starting to ick Rooster, isn't it? Getting out-timed here. Getting caught with utility out. The crossfires are just becoming unhinged. And so Rooster, that capitulation on the B site has cost them. Chelios looking to save that orb, but Rebels are looking to curtail everything in Rooster's economy.
Eyes on this Smoke. Flash through. Zap. Saves Chell. More weapons taken out a little bit better. Smoke fades very shortly. Kisarek loses that one. And Zap will find his 5th, but Rebels, the team with the rounds.
Yeah, they saved the orb. They saved the M4. They need to make them work in this next round, though. There's going to be reinvestment coming through. And they need to tighten things up on this this B side, that's for sure.
Yeah. Maybe Rebels, doing their homework, have established that there is a bit of a weakness here, and they keep on hitting it. Pistol round, the only round to end at 8. This time, the same old thing, but different approach. Everyone through main. Flash is completely Danger didn't see it coming, and no one can see a damn thing. That's the round over again. 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's a lot of conviction actually from Rebels in that round. They were caught jiggling. Those flashes perfect. As soon as the contact was made, they knew that they had Rooster open. So again, we're just into save simulator right now for Rooster. Looking to hold on to things. Rebels, of course, they are very interested in taking weapons out of Rooster's hands.
Yeah. Flay looking like he will be that first point of contact. Zap. Cross there. Get the ready. High-low setup. We'll keep them alive for the moment. Molly going their way. But doesn't have the impact they were looking for. Flash 2. Still has vision to Zap. The swing comes in too late. And Rebels, they take another. But Rooster can buy again with 3 weapons saved.
That flash.
That literally won them the round, bro.
Yeah. Like, it's a bread and butter flash too. Like, nothing poppy about it. It quite literally just bounces directly where it needs to be.
Yeah. I like it though. Everyone coming in from B main aren't going to be blinded by it.
Nutmeg. I don't know what to feel, man. This is actually a Rooster tactical timeout. This is just unfamiliar territory for me. They never used to take tactical timeouts, but they're looking to employ the experience of 80K in the coaching role.
Of course, he has, been removed from the roster for a while now. He's also undergone an injury leading into the tournament, which is sad to see. But JHD no longer there in the suit. Of course, I think he left them after he was quite disappointed there. We saw him at Caddo, have a quality post-match interview, the losers interview, doing it for the boys, but letting them know he was disappointed. And Rooster, I'm sure they're disappointed in him right now, but we'll see if they can change that.
Good return on investment for that grenade. Need to be careful not to get caught out around the edge of this smoke. There is a gap in it.
The crowd has received their ball back for everyone watching from home. Caught in the corner. ASAP reads that. Rooster finally in a good position to take their first round.
Yeah, they have a player advantage well and truly here. So if they can convert that into a round and keep numbers up, that's a perfect return fire for them on the back of a tactical timeout. I think what they needed to be ready for was how fast Rebels are actually taking the fights, how fast they're actually involved in a lot of these contact plays. And so now it's just Flay on this AWP. Are they going to push for it? They are. Danger's got the info now. But they need to be careful. They need to try and retain as much of their guns as possible.
Yeah, he's put his life on the line. Let's see if he can go toe-to-toe with Chell. He certainly can't this time. And that'll be the first on the board for Rooster. Maybe a momentum swing on the cards. We'll see if they can double down here. But the difference was Rebels tried to go A. So I'm sure they might not do that again. We'll see what they decide moving into the seventh.
They tweaked the formula. But how fast are they taking these contacts? They're looking to just try and catch Rooster with their pants down.
Front of the back. The A site's weak. Have a look at this one.
Yeah, this is a variation. It might actually be costly.
Ollie's in. It's a fast approach, and there's no one here to hold it all. Sap will scrim his way over towards the broken wall and get at least one. His job's done. But the B site has been completely left. Everyone's swiftly rotating. Nedic looking to make a flank happen. Kisserek there, ready, waiting. Shell peeking through the smoke. Meanwhile, it's going to be mayhem bloody everywhere. Nedic loses that one on the flank, so that's not going to be able to activate in the 2-4. DJ needs to do a little bit more. Unfortunately, can't find that onto Olymp. Big shots for the Poles. The nade will bowl him over. And Danger, the newest on the squad with 13 points of health, is thinking about it. But with mitts on an AWP, can he do it on 13?
Nah.
There's your answer.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more saves here. MR12. I mean, he's got the AWP. He's able to give it across to Chelios next round, I would presume. The Rebels have done a good job of just stabilizing this ship. Again, it's just that fast, decisive gameplay coming out of Rebels that is catching Rooster off guard again and again. Yeah. Rooster did make a variation to their own CT side though, so they got punished for that, to be fair. Far more heavy towards mid and canals.
How are they dropping the ball this often? Get good. Give them the ball back so they can practice not dropping it. Come on. It's just Friday. You've got 2 more days to practice, guys.
We'll get it right.
Well, no early picks this time. Slower approach from Rebels into the 8th. Throwing that lurk smoke at B. Bit of utility expense at mid. And E-box for Rooster just to try to lock it in. Play clearing. Boost over the top. And it might be a late A split. See if they can get this mid control once the smokes fade.
Yeah, Rebels variation is quite a bit slower than previous rounds, and honestly, Rooster have the chance to be a little bit more comfortable.
Sap a rough spot. That smoke ain't going to last too much longer. Casey on the off angle, hoping for the fade to go his way. And Sap here. Oh, danger at play. The nade. Hits the mark. Just barely. He gets smoked off. It's all up to Chell to lock onto A.
Yeah, Danger's gone around the world too. It'll be a while before he gets played in, so his teammates are really going to knuckle things down. They've got to hold this A site. They're being pressed from mid. They're being pressed now from A main.
And in the meanwhile, Chell's going to be able to hit his one. TJ dominating camera. Peeking on through, and it looks like he'll find 2. Big hold on A, but Flay with the site control and a backside plant could be cooking up a double.
They've blown the smoke in the middle of the site too. They're going to try and press him from all angles at once with that AWP, and there we go, Nedic rounds it out. It's a good round for Rooster too. 3 up, 3 alive, row F played in.
A couple of Rooster shirts making their way around the crowd too. Love to see the support for the Oceanic teams here. On Rooster, I think they'll need to get a few more rounds before Rebels start to fear that cock.
Poultry in motion, Mac.
It's got to start at some time. Let's see if it's now. They can find that third. 3 AKs carried across for the extra stopping power on the CT side for Rooster. And Rebels, the money at breaking point, so a very important round for both sides.
I believe it's called a swing round. And we'll see which way that pendulum does indeed swing. Rebels back to that faster play, but this time Chelios trying to keep an eye on Canals as they cross. They haven't all safely made it though, and they're just jiggling for that shot exactly as Chelios missed it, so they can start to rotate back through. Chelios, of course, doesn't want to get isolated either, so
yeah,
the game of chess continues.
Rebels have seen that play before, but Arusa's seen this one. Oh, they get torn to shreds, plucked, so to speak, and TJ doing a little bit of plucking of his own into Olin, but a 2v4, I don't know if they're going to go for this one. Following the game plan of VP, most times you'd be saving here every day. And what I wanted to say as well is that T-stairs smoke coming through from Rooster allowed Chell to go for that peek in, but Rebels, they've seen that. That's an old trick in Europe, mate.
That ain't
They knew exactly how to navigate that round.
You need some of that new.
We're not playing League of Legends, Stu. Get out of there.
Oh, new. And Rooster have got a tense few seconds here. I mean, Rebels aren't really pressing for it. They're only trying to shore up their own bank accounts as well, but Rebels, again, going to these faster plays, are having far more success. So with these saved over weapons, should be able to squeeze out a relatively decent buy coming out for Rooster. Tactical timeout taken. As I said, this is not the Rooster that we knew. They never took tactical timeouts.
Different ball game. Learning, evolving, but they still need to convert that into a few more rounds here. They need more space to play the T side of Anubis, which is generally seen as the stronger side. If they can find 3 here, get 5, then they'll have some extra hope, but for the moment, need to see the conversion rate get higher. So far, Rooster have found 4 of the opening picks in all these rounds so far, and only converted 2 of them, which is not looking too crash hot. One of them was the pistol. Imagine if they won that.
Could have been different.
Could be completely different right now, but things get much harder as we move into the 10th.
Yeah, with MR12, ripples do become waves quite quickly. Again, Rebels not messing about already. Straight into staging towards this B side. Now they've got Rooster conditioned. Are they going to be able to try and pull a fast rotation heavily over towards this B side early on? And they've already got 3 on this side. Flay is the first to fall.
Locks in, gets a second, and the B-side defense activates for the first bloody time. They're going to be able to try and 2, and Chell triples it up, knocks them all bloody down. Everyone that went in this crosshair didn't survive this round.
Nah.
Classic Chelios gameplay. Was a bit of a fiend for a while when his name first started to rise up in our scene. Has been the brains of the team for a while.
Look at that. Just bread and butter for Chelios.
Yeah. Now the slowest starter I'm worried about for Rooster at the moment is Nedic. Only 3 and 7. When you think of Rooster playing well, you've got his name on your lips, you've got Sap, you've got TJP all performing, but only one of those 3 are pulling their weight at the moment. So we'll see if that can maybe shift up towards the end parts of the half. 3 for the CT.
We're going to need to see those performances out of him, certainly here in Challenger. They're going to make a deep run into this. Chelios, though, looking to take the fight to Rebels.
Chell does not have a helmet on. And look what just old Mackie. That might not even come into the equation this round. Chelios staying mobile, shifting up his spots time after time. And Sap playing deep at mid here in camera. Just letting that utility bleed on out, trying to go for a faster rotation B if necessary. And it might just be looking at where that bomb's sitting, where the T's are heading. Full control here in Canals. D-box goes across, that molly can only burn for so long. Flash in, push through, and Casey too going to be able to open that one up. Rooster losing the opening, need to find something, and TJ's not going to be the answer. Back inside, Danger can't get anything done, and Casey is just taking every name in his way.
Yeah. They had to go there too, Rebels. They were running short on utility, so that sight hit had to be it.
He's taken one bullet from all three of those B-site defenders. And Rooster again just have to save. They don't have the money for the next. Exits may help them out. May ruin the buy for Rebels in the next, but with 5 alive right now, they are happy just to keep on leaning on their game plan, which has worked almost every single round.
Yeah, they'll probably be wanting to keep this AWP up on Chelios at the very least, but yeah, exits are going to help Rooster. Not on the scoreboard, but on the balance sheet. Rebels obviously very cognizant of their own funds at the moment too, so they're just funneling out single file. And so they get themselves another round on the board. Rooster fast running out of rounds. They've got to put it all into this if they want to give themselves a solid chance into the next. Casey's just sent it in. Like, the flash support is superb. It's late. To be fair, Danger should have capped him there.
Through the molly. I think he only ended up taking 2 bullets, but he lost half that health from the molly itself. But look, last round of the half, let's see what goes down here. Flay going to be able to take the E-box line straight away. Bit of noise being made towards A. Decent setup from ASAP and Chell. Two in one hand, Hawk in the other. Olin just trying to sell the play as best he can. Big damage from the HE.
Medic though. Nothing to be revealed beyond that smoke for now. Has been quite quiet, hasn't he, Nedic? Looking for a big second half performance from him to lift Rooster. But Rebels have really slowed things down since that explosive start to the half. It really did condition Rooster.
And look, being on the B side, he's had a lot of chances, but he's lost that one yet again. 3 and 9, not feeling too fine about his first half performance, but Danger needs to activate. But the squad gets 2 and does his job well. TJ, not going to be able to find anyone in the meanwhile. But we're playing retake. They have to. It's the last round of the half.
Yeah, needed to stay alive there too. There's a player advantage. Chelios caps that off, and now it's ring around the rosy with Olymp.
Can he do it? Can he pass them all? He found the first on Chell. Sap and TJ looking to play this as best they can. Flash forward. Great timing on the swing. Isolated fights, but Sap the victor this time. 8-4 is going to be the score at half time. But is that enough space for Rooster to try and make a comeback happen in the second, which is happening after the break?
I think Rebels will be a decent opponent, especially for us. I think we needed some more games against Tier 2 European opposition instead of just coming to the events and getting slapped by like VP and stuff. I think it'll be a lot better game for us.
As long as we're together, it feel easier. Yeah, this right here forever, living in higher. Won't let you down, I'll never. Won't let you down. I think I found my treasure. Oh yeah. Always get the feeling that you feel the same way. No, you're never gonna leave my side. Doing this
local hero in here at this tournament, so we know the crowd will be like cheering for them. So it adds an extra spice to the game. Will be pretty interesting to play against the crowd as well. But yeah, we're like, if we want to win the whole thing, then we need to win against anyone, and we will treat anyone with the same respect. But yeah, we will just do anything to win it, and like hopefully they will lose.
Classic bit of action down here in Margaret Court Arena, and I can't wait to see what's going down in that second half. Look at these absolute nuisances in the crowd. What are you guys all doing? Make some noise.
They're too blessed to be stressed, mate.
So true, King. Well,
How
there's a
good.
second half to get to. There's a lot of fun on the horizon.
Hey, it's Kiss Cam.
Give him a smooch. He's trying to make the contact. Trying to make it happen.
Trying to make it happen. Speaking of which, Rooster. They got a few rounds to overcome, but they've switched sides. They can make it happen on the T side here, but it needs to get off to a good rolling start. Danger the key. He's got that flash and smoke equipped. Chelios on that P250. It's got to make this work.
Casey. Gazing deep on that line. And an aggressive hold as well. There's info on both extremities with the setup that Rebels have. Just trying to go for the fast rotation on whoever takes that contact first, but it could be all a ruse. Missing that one. Olin got the better of Sap. Casey, in the meanwhile, is going to fall away. In comes the util, but look where the ball's going. It's going back to A, and Olim's still here.
Yeah, doesn't want to hang around for too much. There's already contact being made. Casey striking again.
Oh.
And Rooster have been knocked down a peg. Danger still got that flash equipped, but he's got a simple 5v1 ahead of him.
Simple. Maybe he could do it. Not in CS2. In Go, of course. Danger. Too many men in front of him, and Flay feeling it. Slaying him, some would say.
Flay.
Jesus looks maxing. Never thought I'd see the day.
Well, it is a good Friday, that's for sure.
5 rounds the difference now. Crispy shots, Rebels showing they're worth it, and getting the CT pistol will get them off on the right foot in the second half, which means Roosters' backs will be against the wall when they finally get a full buy on hand, and that's not what we're seeing here. It is going to be the double hero. The Force with the extra spice behind it.
Yeah, I rate this. This is a confidence-backed play, and already it's found some results. Casey's been problematic, but he's not going to stick around for too much longer. Just thought he could maybe pilfer something. But they're being cordoned off here.
Not going the way, but a retrieval AK, and they're swinging one by one. There's 4 members there. Bit of coordination could have gone a long way, but I think they were just trying to hide themselves. And now it's the retrieval mission. They've lost the man advantage. And they've lost the element of surprise as well.
Yeah, they still have both AKs in place, so they can still open things up. They are running out of time and have limited utility available to them. They've got those 2 smokes. They might be able to progress into the site, but they're limited in what they can throw from this position.
So what's Casey got to hold with? An M4, no util, and Flay a minute away. With the stack shifting the other way. And Rooster contacting on in, but Flay's timing could be the difference maker. Ooh, okay. Unable to make that one happen. Casey on the backside falling. Rooster swinging it back in their favour, but there's 15 points of health between them. We'll see if the Rebels can cut him off getting off of sight. It's just the MP9, which makes light work of 15 points of health there. And that'll be the double digits found for Rebels. Rooster, on the other hand, going to be kicking themselves that they didn't convert that one.
Yeah, just MP9, able to have his skates on all day. And didn't really have too much HP to play with, did they, Rooster?
No, but the bomb plant going down means maybe there's a chance for them to go for the force. Are they going to play the slow game, play the long game, or are they going to try and do it now, knowing that they have taken a lot of guns out of the hands of Rebels? And there it is, the classic last-second force out of Rooster. And they'll still get out of spawn. Quick smart. Looking like we might see a pace change here. Is Olin going to be tested? He's got the AK, he's got the firepower. Okay. He's ready for it. Molly in the way. And A-main taken by Rooster. That's about all they'll get right now. Oof.
He's got the brunt of all that HE damage, hasn't he, TJ? They don't want to be trapped here. They don't want to be trapped in Canal, so they're constantly getting picked at by Casey. I mean, he's got the MP9 now, sure, but it's on the cards. He will peak again. Rooster, though, they can do damage to the CT economy well and truly and fight their way back into it if they win this round.
Ooh, good timing. The blow and the flash. But they don't find anything through it. And with a little bit of info, they are going to shift the numbers back towards the A side, but Rooster are here too.
Everybody's here. That smoke's going to signal their intent as they need to start filtering into this site. Just waiting on that next wave of util with the flashes to come through.
DJ looks to lead the way, low HP, but can they trade? Olin takes his and he's still tucked away, hidden on sight, but won't be able to fight. Not much longer. Chell as well, not going to commit to the plant, wants to try to find something over towards camera side. It's Nedic to get the trade again. For the 1v2, plays info known, but he's got no read on Casey. And he's just trying to find anything right now. Oh, missed chance, but does he have the space to plant?
He's got time only to plant, and that's denied. No space for Nedic to work anything at all.
Round loss bonus is up there, but without the plant, that could have been the difference maker going into the 16th. But again, Rebels at every turn, every corner, they're just making the right moves. And Rooster, unfearable at the moment. Again, another force bite. Force till it works. Is the game plan for them? Flay's got that big green back online, so let's see what he's going to be able to do. Or if he gets an opportunity to have some fun with it. Just dominating the main line. Meanwhile, action at mid and E-box again.
Feels like TJ's copped every grenade thrown at him.
Yeah.
Has his toes singed. And they're kind of locked here at the moment, Rooster. They're waiting to see whether or not Rebels will aggress, and they've done this quite a few times. It's really unsettling for Rooster, and they're constantly being picked at, particularly by Casey and E-box. He's been quite problematic for them. Like, they're putting so much time into trying to take him out of the round, but this is just allowing space for other players for Rebels to make, particularly now with this A push, or this B push, sorry.
Lovely. Kisserek going to be able to make the most of those flashes. The double banger, one on lower, one on upper. And the high one got him. We saw Spirit throwing that one at the major. Innocent though, in the meanwhile, going to be able to find TJ as well. And this pincer, this split to A has been completely faded. Opening, Zap going to be able to come right back. And Nedic can't find his, but gets some big damage onto Kisserek. 2v3 to try and close it.
Yeah, Kisserek's just been so slippery. He's gotten his frag, he's gotten out. He's now buying time and waiting for his teammates on this retake.
One flash for Casey, one smoke for Flay. They're just waiting out this camera smoke. Chell needs to look the right direction. And here's the first, swings on the second. It's all up to Zap to do everything this round, but he can't ace it up. It's Casey, the double on the retake. And 12 now secured for Rebels.
That is certainly not going to sit well with Rooster. And so they've got relatively decent money. They'll be able to put together a fashionable buy, but the problem for them, honestly, is just getting rid of Kisserek.